A very wonderful episode was released, and I really cannot express how I've been anticipating for the next episode. Hey guys, welcome back to Sahara Movies. My name is Lydia. I'm reviewing Abattoir season 4, episode 5, and some expectations for episode 6. If you are new to the channel, please do well to subscribe for more videos and more updates. Episode 4 ended with Soya and Mr. Bade's son Akin having a conversation. Initially, it was a recorded conversation that Akin sent to troops, that's the police officer's husband. But then later, there was a deeper conversation, and it's all ended up with Mr. Soya inviting Akin to Baba Gbenro's house. You know, when you turn into a new leaf, you really value how important it is for people to accept and know Christ. And that's exactly what Mr. Soya is trying to do. And he believes that Akin is one of the victims of Bade. So he just saw it as an opportunity for Akin to know Christ. Fast forward into episode 5, Morinake, that is Akin's mother, called Baba Gbenro to tell him about his son. Like she really doesn't know where his son is and all that. So eventually it ended up with this episode, Mrs. Morinake or Merikemi ending up in Baba Gbenro's house in addition to Mr. Soya himself. So there was a bit of misunderstanding, argument. The woman who was depressed, who was really confused, now became so powerful, saying that, it's natural for that to happen, because if you meet someone who brought you tears, who brought tears into your family, who, because of the person, you cannot see a loved one again, like there's really no way you're going to say that the person has turned into a new leaf, so I'm going to forgive the person. No way. You're a human being and you're going to feel it. You're a human being, you're going to know that you have to go through emotions, painful emotions. So I agree with Bade's wife being angry with Mr. Soya, but just that the approach that she wants to use to protect her son is a bit off. If you've called Baba Gbenro to complain and all that, why won't you trust in him? Why won't you trust in his faith? Why won't you trust in his God? Anyway, she's a mother and she may know what she's doing. Fast forward to the police officer, my officer Gabriel's and the husband. That feeling that you are married, or even if you are not married, like being in a relationship with someone, and you know very well the person is hiding something from you, but the person keeps denying it. I think it's one of the most painful feelings that you can go through in a relationship, when the person is hiding something from you and still denies the fact that he's hiding something from you. It's something that you really cannot deal with. So understand what Officer Gabriel is going to, like, especially receiving a lot of threats from Bade and all that. It's actually affecting her in her dreams now, because usually we dream about things that we have been thinking about, like in a normal way. We dream about things that we have been thinking about. In this movie, I wouldn't say Officer Gabriel's is very spiritual. So if she was spiritual, then maybe there was a revelation in her dream. But then, yes, the main factor is still there. Be married to a man who constantly lies to you. Be married to a man who is so ambitious. He doesn't really care about the safety of his family, and he wants to pursue a particular goal and all that. Moving to the next, we all saw the performance of Troops, like Troops Calculus. That was a great performance. I don't agree with him going to look for power somewhere and all that, but him proving himself, like, it was a +1, because people will lead you there. Like, when you get the opportunity, people will lead you, or people will hold your hands to a certain point, but you have to prove yourself. You don't expect to go and stand there and be timid and be scared and all that. When people give you the opportunity to express yourself, you have to prove yourself, and that's exactly what Troops did. Even though what Troops did was wrong by hiding it from the husband, being too ambitious and all that, I feel that he also played his role very, very well in terms of the acting and in terms of putting himself right in, like, you have to lie, like you really have to fake it till you make it. I like what he did, and I think I can learn a lot from there. When you get a chance to be introduced to someone who you think the person can help you in your career or in any way, you have to prove yourself. You don't have to expect the person to magically know from you just standing there, or magically know from you just thinking smart. You have to prove yourself, and that's what I learned from what Troops did. So we all know that the new principal at Excellence University is also working with Bade, Mr. Bade. And I really hate him so much that if you hate me, I want you to show me that you hate me. You don't have to pretend to like me and then be laughing with me. And then when I leave, you be gossiping or saying ill things about me. That's what he did to Martins. You know, he sent Martins to go to a bank to go and deposit a check. And the way he's faking it and all that, as soon as he sent Martins, even before it was said that there's going to be a robbery, I knew that no, this guy has a motive, like he really has an agenda. That's how come he's sending Martins. And I don't know if he hasn't been told that Martins is an untouchable human being. Like, you have to know this. You're a new principal, you want to at least go into details to find out why Martins is still around. Upon all these things that have happened in the school, he is still in the school. Like, won't you be curious enough to know why? So I think that this principal is just getting closer to his grave, yeah. And also, Baba Gbenro's son, Junior, or the younger Gbenro, who I always thought that he was officially married to the wife, like to the lady he lives with. I didn't know they were not officially married and they were not planning to get married. But then he seems to be someone who is so right. He wants to be always right. He knows what he's doing. He's always downplaying Martin, always downplaying what his father believes in. Like, so many doubts about him. Only for me to confirm that, okay, he actually downplays his wife, or let me say his would-be wife. But how nice is it that your wife wakes up from a dream, a bad dream, and instead of consoling her, encouraging her, you are saying that she had a stupid dream? Like, why would you say that? Do you really love that person? I feel like Baba Gbenro's son is really going into a ditch that he has no idea how dangerous it is. Like, he really has no idea how dangerous it is. So this is pretty much a wrap up. Okay, I forgot one last person. You guys see the eyes that was given to Dele when he won the presidential election. Like, I hope he's aware. I hope he's really ready for this, because the eye I saw people give him was serious. It was really, really serious. I hope that he saw it and he's going to be ready and prepared spiritually, physically, mentally for whatever lies ahead of him. So this is pretty much everything that happened in episode 5. I'm really excited to see episode 6, especially ending at a robbery scene. Will they succeed? Now that Officer Gabriel is aware, she's also not mentally fine because she's having marital issues. She's having a lot of fear now. Will these robbers succeed? In my opinion, I think that something will happen. Maybe Martin will receive a shot, but just that he's going to survive the bullet. That's what I'm really predicting. I think Martin will survive a shot because they are really close to, doing whatever they want to do. Or in other case, it could also mean that they will want to prolong it, and rather than ending Martin's then they want to kidnap him, take him here and take him there, and that is what is going to lead to their downfall. I also think that Baba Gbenro will be aware of his daughter-in-law's dreams and will try to act about it. And moving forward, I think that Trooks will be caught. Like, he was really rushing into this, like, especially caught with the phone, and he was told to bring it. It may lead to another disaster, which we all know he doesn't have any professional experience in being in the qualifications that he mentioned or the experience that he mentioned. So guys, let me know what you think. I really, really like this episode, and in my prediction, I don't think that they're going to succeed with Martin's elimination. I think that he'll receive a bullet, but he's going to make it. And I'm really trying to figure out what Madam Morenekemi or Bade's wife is trying to understand by taking her son to some fire occult. I really, really didn't get it. If you had a place to take your son to, why didn't you take him to all this while and you waited for things to escalate before telling him not to eat? Anyway, I'll be ending here for today. Let me know what you think about this episode in the comments below. Let's vote. Do you think that they're going to succeed with Martin's elimination? Is he going to receive a bullet or he's going to survive?